Use of the N-word and similar are solely for the purpose of the story. Viewer discretion is advised.
My main man, Chill Will. His real name was Wilfredo Ramirez. White-skinned Puerto Rican with thick, coarse, curly hair. Started going gray when we were still in high school. He was a squat-heavy dude, short, like 5'5", strong as a bull. Had the scariest green eyes, made him look like a real psycho killer. And he was, no doubt. Far back as I can remember, I knew that. That's why I kept him close all these years. I watched him kill a guy in the early days. We was just kids, 13, maybe 14. Still running around in little street crews. This was after Jamaican Jeff and the posse from Curry Woods terrorized everybody on the hill. We called ourselves Midway Force back then. A couple of our crew lived on Myrtle Avenue, so we sort of claimed that area as ours. Problem was, the Demon crew hung out right down the block, so it was constant static, always looking over our shoulder. We used to hang out down in this little courtyard behind the old PS-41, next door to Henry Snyder High. The back parking lot for the South District Police Precinct was on the other side. It's amazing how much shit went on right down there and the pigs never got wise. Anyway, there was this kid, older than us, named DZ. Badass motherfucker. He had everybody on the block shook. DZ did what he wanted. Nobody challenged him. Rumor got around that he raped a girl on the block. Her name was Marilyn Massey. She couldn't have been no more than 13 at the time. Cops said they couldn't prosecute because she wouldn't testify. What you expect? DZ claimed that she gave him the pussy, but we all knew better than that. Pigs didn't give a shit. It wasn't their neighborhood. They all lived in Bergen County or down the shore, so the case got dropped and DZ walked. For some reason, though, Chill Will took it real hard. I don't know if he had a thing for Marilyn or what, but he came to me talking about taking care of it ourselves, me and him. This went on for a few weeks. Everybody knew DZ liked to get high. He was smoking glickums, weed laced with cocaine, and drinking Mad Dog back then. One night we got our blood up and lured him down into the courtyard with a bag of weed and a bottle of Thunderbird Chill stole from his step-pops. It was November, right before Thanksgiving. Cold as hell that night. Me, Chill, and DZ went down into that courtyard, but only me and Chill came up. Chill stabbed him to death with an ice pick he swiped from the fish department at Pathmark. Papers said he was stabbed 17 times. I was in on the whole thing from the beginning, but I never thought he'd actually go through with it. I thought we'd probably just beat him down real good, but Chill was like an animal. I had never seen nothing like that before. He was sobbing and crying the whole time, but he kept stabbing him over and over with that ice pick. I'll never forget the sound it made as it punctured his chest. He tried to yell, but ended up just whimpering with Chill thrusting that pointed edge in his body over and over. It was like he was possessed or something. When it was over, he was covered with blood. His face, his hands, coat, everything. He just stood there staring at me with them crazy green eyes. DZ's body laid out on the ground in front of us. He was drooling and slobbering. Good thing it was before the pigs had them DNA kits. He would have got bagged for sure. He just stood there looking at me saying, I did it. I ain't gonna lie, it shook me up, but there wasn't no time for that. I had Chill strip off that bloody coat and wiped his face and neck clean with it. I gave him my jacket and told him to go straight home and don't talk to nobody. I wrapped the ice pick in his bloody coat and tossed them both in the incinerator in an apartment building on the corner of Bergen and Claremont. Used to have family that lived there, so I knew I could get into the basement without anybody seeing me. I stood there in that dark basement watching the only evidence of what we did burn into ashes. Nothing but the fire from the furnace glowing in the dark. I looked down at my hands. They were covered in blood. It was at that moment I knew exactly what the price was going to be for what I wanted. I made my mind up right then, and I swore to myself on my mother's grave that I wasn't going to let nothing or nobody stand in my way. Me and Chill never talked about that night after that, but it was always with us. We both knew that. When he got home later that night, his step-pops was waiting for him, knocked out one of his front teeth for stealing the bottle of T-Bird. I guess everybody pays one way or the other.
Don't forget to subscribe and turn on bell notifications so you don't miss any new content. Let us know what you think in the comment section below. And don't forget to leave a like to see more. To read the full story Love in the Game written by author Daniel Ali, please visit the link located down in the description below. Thank you.